Elevation Worship is a contemporary Christian group which I hear frequently on my car radio, 88.7, The Bridge. In fact, it was fortuitous on the drive to the church this morning to make this recording. I heard exactly this same song. In the song, the group sings, "God came along and put me back together." Another phrase in the song is this: "The God of the mountain is the God of the valley," affirming we're not alone. God's with us on the mountain, and God is still with us in the valley. The song lyrics continue. "I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Then you came along and put me back together. There's nothing better than you, Lord. Nothing is better than you. I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures, and my flaws. You've seen them all, and you still call me friend. Because the God of the mountain is the God of the valley. There's not a place your mercy and grace will not find me." Elevation Worship. Colossians chapter 1, verse 17. The Apostle Paul says, "In Jesus Christ, all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through Jesus and for Jesus." Jesus is before all things, and in Jesus, all things hold together. In Jesus, all things hold together. A sailor, a New York businessman, went out fishing one day. The businessman hooked a great big fish. As he tried to reel it in, it was so heavy, it began to pull the boat forward. All of a sudden, that fish made one last surge trying to get its freedom, and it pulled the businessman overboard. Being a New Yorker, he had never learned to swim. As he was trying to hold on to the fish and coming up for air, he began to scream for help. "Help," he said, "I can't swim." The sailor, trying to get him back in the boat, reached over the side and grabbed the man by the hair of his head. And would you know it, the man wore a wig. The wig came off, and down went the businessman into the water. The sailor reached out and grabbed the businessman's arm. And you guessed it, had an artificial arm. It came off. So the sailor reached out one more time and grabbed the businessman's leg. It too was artificial. It came off. The businessman came up one last time crying, "Save me, I'm drowning." And the sailor answered, "I would save you if you would stick together." It's a ridiculous story. I know that. It illustrates an eternal truth. We stick together as when we're followers of Jesus Christ. Jesus literally holds us together with his love and with his presence.